I always feel weird doing this, shooting videos and recording myself, just because I don't think, I don't think it really matters, right? I always feel really awkward. We're in 2022. If you haven't noticed, or if you just woke up or came out of the cave, that's where we're at now. So hopefully we don't blow the world up this year. Um, Figure I'd do some new stuff. We're gonna get back into the 3 tips videos. I had a good friend that said, hey man, when you gonna give us some more 3 tip videos, or whatever the case may be. It's one of those things, man, where it gets up here, So I actually been working on decluttering my mind, right? So really focusing, thinking about what I'm thinking about, so that way I don't allow the negative to beat me down, so that I won't do, because I'm very active in the real world. It's just in the virtual world, I look like I have nothing going on. Seen some movies, when I saw Halloween Kills. If anybody knows me, knows I'm a horror fan. If you can see that, I'm a very big horror fan. Me personally, I enjoyed Halloween Kills. I don't set the bar too high. I've seen all the Halloween movies. Yeah, I just set the bar too high. So, for those who don't know, who aren't familiar with the Halloween series, the new series, so the last 2018 and Halloween Kills picks up after the first Halloween, and it picks up after there. So they disregard the whole Laurie Strode and Michael Myers are related. They disregard the whole Jamie Lloyd, like all that's out, right? So now you purely got Michael Myers, who's just a serial killer, right? I enjoy all the timelines, but this one is a little different because if you look at the first Halloween, right, it's almost like in the beginning he kills his sister, right? But then when he goes after the 3 babysitters, the 2 babysitters and 1 friend, anyway, same thing. So he goes after them, right? It's almost like he was just trying to relive that kill. And that's what it looks like where they're headed for Halloween Ends, because in Halloween 2018, they still keep with the premises that like he's after Laurie Strode. She feels like he's after him, but then you get Hawkins' perspective of it, and then you get the doctor's perspective of it, right? Which the doctor wanted to see Michael Myers in his out in the wild. Hawkins wanted to just put him down and kill him this time because he stopped him last time, and Laurie wanted to just kill him for what he did to her life, period. So then you get the Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is different from all the series because Halloween Kills, you really get more of the town people, and the town people came together and talking about, well, evil dies tonight. Of course, spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, I'm about to just kill it for you. Evil doesn't die that night. So you get to see, I think with Halloween Kills, you get to see from the town people perspective, right? And then they give you a little give you a little of his pattern, right? So even when talking, what's his name? You got doggone it, Lindsay, Tommy, and I forget the other kid's name. That's sad, but I forgot the other kid's name. Other kid that had the encounter with Michael Myers. Anyway, he picked up the pattern that he kills and goes home. So they loop it in to where, in the beginning, where you see Michael Myers goes back to his childhood home. Cool. But if you watch Halloween Kills, Halloween Kills is more just it really felt like it was from the town perspective. Like everybody just had enough. The cops weren't doing enough, sheriff weren't doing enough, and they really just took matters in their own hand, but they ended up not succeeding on 2 accounts, right? Because at the hospital they thought they had them because no one's ever seen Michael Myers, right? They missed it again when Laurie Strode's daughter Karen gets the mask, right? Runs through this whole thing, boom, leading to a trap. You got all of the townspeople pretty much they're ready to kill him. I feel like he toyed with them to make them feel like they were going to win. I feel like Michael Myers, the shape made them feel like they were going to win. Because the difference between Michael Myers and the townspeople that they still had a conscience, right? They still had I don't believe he's a kid in a man's body. I truly believe that he always knew he wanted to kill, and that's just the bottom line. That's just as a fan who's a fan of the series. But yeah, I don't believe that he's a how the line was in there, how he's a kid in a man's body with the animal instincts. I truly believe he just knew he wanted to kill, right? Boom, this is what I want to do, and this is what I do. No hesitation, no nothing.
What happened by the spider?
Oh, what can I say? To me, look, once again, the new Tom Holland Spider-Man. I like this last one. I think all three of them are good. I think all three of them are good. Every Spider-Man appearance has been good. I didn't connect with the first two just because of the age range, right? Because it was more high schooly, and I'm a little past. I'm past that far as like adult wise. I can still understand because I read the comics, Make Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Neighborhood Spider-Man, like all those, right? So I get it, but I wasn't as invested as I was in this last one, because in this last one it transitioned him from the high school Peter Parker to the Peter Parker who's in the world, and he's always had that looking out for his friends and family. Many occasions he's given up the spider suit. Many occasions he's always questioned even being Spider-Man. Many occasions he's always fought against it. He'd rather be like doing normal, just normal people stuff, right? So he's always had that that internal battle within. But in this Spider-Man, you get a little bit of all of that. Once again, I don't set the bar high when I go see movies. I just expect to be entertained, man. I'm not going in details and all that stuff that you see other YouTubers do. You check them out. But as far as like just as someone who went in to be entertained and who knows the Spider-Man series and comics, it was good. It was good. Like it was more than good, because you got the way they brought the Spider-Verse together was amazing, right? Because you got your classic Tobey, you got your classic Peter Parker, then you got your amazing Spider-Man who showed Andrew, and then you got Tom Holland, the new kid on the block, right? So there's enough there to even create the whole Spider-Verse. Then you got Venom, who's somewhere in Marvelverse, right? But then gets booted out at the end. This is a bunch of spoilers if you have not seen these movies. I'm sorry. I should have said spoiler alert at the beginning, but I don't care. So yeah, so pretty much it was a great callback. Green Goblin / Virgil Hobgoblin was amazing. Defoe did a great job. It was cool to see the Peters working together, as far as like you get to see the nerdy Peter Parker, right? And then you get to see, because it's been many times, like Scarlet Spider, I think was a clone of Peter Parker, right? So there's so many ways to go with the story that Marvel can go with, Sony can go with it, Marvel and Sony can go with it, depending on the contract base right now. I don't know where your contracts are at, but there's so many ways to go with it. So me and the kid checked that out, and I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the end. Excited about Doctor Strange. Excited about a lot of things, man. I just right now I'm just really enjoying movies. I know I could go in depth with nerding out, but I'm just enjoying the moment, especially like in where we're at now. Just enjoying the moment, period. So I hope you guys enjoyed Halloween, enjoyed Spider-Man. Just referenced before, I don't know how you're doing in 2022. I don't know how your 21 went or your 2020 went. I found myself did some soul searching toward the end of 21. And so I ended up reading this book that was recommended to me by a friend. It pretty much just cleaned up your mental clutterness. And I started that and really start focus on thinking about what I'm thinking about, right? So I already had the foundation. And with that foundation, when I speak of the foundation was spiritual, right? But I also believe in this natural world, we've been provided with tools to, combat some things too. So with that book just pretty much just said the same thing. Like, hey, think about what you're thinking about. Stop just letting chaos clutter your mind and go through your mind. Like, I'm an overthinker already, right? And so I just had to start thinking about what I was thinking about and started, you know, really focusing in on those and start cutting those negative thoughts out and I'll put the links to the books below, man, so you can check them out if you want to. But there, yeah, if you can put that time in to really start thinking about what you're thinking about, like shutting down those negative thoughts, shutting down, because what for me, it was just a bunch of thoughts were just racing and running. Bunch of thoughts, right? And what we do is unconsciously we just let the thoughts just, oh, that's a thought, that's a thought, that's a thought, that's a thought, that's a thought. And then we'll start going, then you'll probably catch one of those thoughts that's not necessarily good for you. Then we start going down that rabbit hole, right? And I can go down the rabbit hole. So we start going down that rabbit hole. So now that thought leads to this thought, and then don't let imagination kick in. So now you got imagination kicking in, bringing those thoughts to fruition, right? And so that just went on and on. So for all of 21, I could say I really was combating a lot of traumatic thoughts and all that good stuff. But at the end, I decided in December, right on Christmas Day, I said, you know what? I'm gonna turn my phone off. Excuse me, I'm gonna turn my phone off, and I'm really gonna focus in on being present and not really being tied to like not even social media, but technology in general, because you know I'm in the tech field for a living. So I cut all that off, man. I just chilled out and really just got my mind together and really just started thinking about what I was thinking about, and started understanding like, hey man, stop reacting but respond. Hey, if someone does something, that's them. You know, really start doing some stuff where it was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was too intense right there. Let me rethink those thoughts. Let me rethink those actions, right? Because everything starts within and it comes out, you know? So yeah, just, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link to that book below if anybody's interested in it. But other than that, you know, that's it, man. Like, no one has it planned out, you know? No one has it all together, you know? I tell my kids that all the time, let them know, hey man, I'm just like you, you know? I'm still trying to figure my life out. My middle kid, Aiden, he'll say like, hey, he'll be like, I'm like, man, what's wrong? I want to do what I want. Nobody really does what they want. To do what you want, all doing what you want is being accountable, being responsible, right? That means you take care of your business, you take care of the things you need to take care of, and then once you're done with that, it allows you the time or force you time, or if you are saving or do what you're supposed to do financially, it'll provide you that time to do or pursue those things that you would like to do, but you have to take care of business. So like, far as like for me, right, I make sure home is taken care of first before I go out and do something wild and crazy, you know? That's just what I do. Oh, we got 13. We're doing good here, man. Right? I figured I'd talk to myself a little bit, but yeah, I just let them know, yeah, nobody has it all together. And if they do, they're lying to you. You know, no one has it figured out. We're still going through the same struggles. We still go through the same thing the kids go through, man. They get bullied, adults get bullied, you know. They get mistreated, adults get mistreated. The main thing we're trying to do is make it safe for them to come home and talk about these things, right? And fix these things. Really need to get back to building a community and have community mind, and not just the presentation of it, but really having people you can lean on, because that's what's going to be needed, like moving forward, you know, as far as like for our kids, you know, as they grow up and get older, or if you have kids, or for your smaller kids, like the way you fix all this is through the kids, right? If we can get, not if we can get, but just guide them in a place where understanding, respecting one another, and being mindful of one another. That's not about trying to force people, right? So once again, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Follow the channel, click the alert if you would like. Got other things going on too. BlackNerdNinja.com, IndieBoxCart Media, IndieBoxCart.media. If you want to get into that, yeah, I'm just trying something new. Like I say, it feels weird because I'm an introvert, so I feel really, 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 really weird right now. So hopefully someone else will understand and get it. I know I just went on and on and on. But really, 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 I'm excited at the same time too, because once again, I'm venturing out something new. I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, and I've never really attacked this like this. It's usually just let's hop into a business minded, boom, boom, try to say something. But this is truly me right here, right, with no agenda, and just giving it to you raw. We see what you get. I'm awkward, man, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about it. Write your pen pal. Can you write pen pal? Oh, I think I stopped it.